Hi everyone, Ultimate Sakura here. So today I will be showing you the process of a piece of art I've done recently. And this piece of art is part of a art challenge that I plan to do this month and hopefully complete by the end of this month. I might go until a November bit just because, again, I'm in school, so I got that, and then obviously sometimes family stuff comes up. But anyway, so this month's challenge I will be doing is called Rocktober. And this challenge was inspired by the game No Straight Roads. And I'll put up the prompt list on screen right now. I did not come up with these prompt names. I'll also leave a link to the person who created this prompt in the description below. But yeah, I decided to do it because obviously this game has been quite inspirational to me. I love the character designs, the music, and obviously the character personalities. The game it looks fun. I haven't played it myself, but I hope to eventually when I get the game. So yeah, right now I will be showing off the first prompt, which is making a No Straight Roads or NSR character of yourself. I mixed it up a little bit, but it's making yourself as a NSR character. So I'll basically be showing the sketch I did. It's supposed to be view, but I just drew my main OC, who I kind of self-reflect onto as a No Straight Roads character, and this is what I came up with. So as you can see here, I guess I'll quickly put up a image of what my OC looks like compared to this one. But yeah, so I basically came up with this design, which I'm overall quite happy with. So I kept, obviously, the black and white hair. I kind of made it like, I don't know how to explain that. She used to have like a green sweater, but now she kind of doesn't. But I made it like a little green tank top because I do like tank tops. A cropped one nonetheless. One of those bras that kind of don't have straps. And obviously, you gotta have them those cat ear headphones, but I decided to make them devil horns because my OC, I'll just do like a quick little summary. So she has 3 souls in one body, which is basically a demon, an angel, and a human soul. So I did, I don't know, I just did devil horns for that, pink ones, to kind of make them, I guess, stick out. The her right eye is red for demon, left eye is blue for angel. Original, I know, but I just decided to do that, and to kind of go with, obviously, the demon side, we have this devil tail tattoo wrapping around her arm. And I say kind of wrapping because it's a little bit off, I think, the way I did it. You know, let's just say this, and it doesn't really look like it's supposed to be wrapping around, is what I'm saying. And then, obviously, for the left side, I did this little halo bracelet. Shorts, because I like wearing shorts. For her name, Ultimate Sakura, I did, it's supposed to be cherry, they look like stars, but it's cherry blossom eyes. I'll quickly also give like what characters inspired me. So the eye design was inspired by the character from the game, obviously, Mayday. I'll of course, when I name the character, I'll show him up screen so you guys can get an idea. But yeah, that eye design, you know, I liked it. It's a very nice looking flower design, so I decided to put that in my character's eye. And as for musical weapon, I did like a little guitar. It's kind of circular around her body. And of course I had to, you can't really see it, but I put the scythe blade all the way up here to make it like a music note, which I kind of like. So I was quite happy with this design of the musical instrument slash weapon. Shoes I didn't really do much for, I just changed them to pink. I'm a little bit lazy, but whatever. Was there anything else notes? Oh yeah, skin tone. The characters in this game have very varying skin tones, and I don't mean normal skin tones like we have purple, we have, as you can see with Mayday, orange, Zook is green. So I'm like, okay, gotta think of a skin tone for my character. And at first I was thinking like, oh, maybe a light blue, but then the problem is she already has blue eyes, so I'm thinking, no. I was also thinking light purple, but I'm like, nah, I don't think it looks right. So, the character that kind of inspired me for the the skin tone was the character Yinu. That's Y-I-N-U. She kind of has, the wiki describes it as apricot, and I didn't have like a pencil that was named apricot, so I kind of picked the closest thing, which was, as you can see here, I put like the thing for the skin tone so I have an idea. Cream and peach, these are both Prismacolors. So I did like obviously Prismacolor, I colored pencil on the skin mostly, and then, because this is my colored pencil slash pen sketchbook, I did the rest of everything else in pen. And yeah, so overall, this is basically the design I created. And now I'll be moving on to my other sketchbook where I sketched out the thumbnails basically for this. If I can get it open to the correct page, there we go. I hope I'll have to probably kind of, well, I'll just, this is a mess. I'll probably just ignore that. So I'm basically holding up my tripod because I'm fearing it's going to lose its weight if I do. Kind of like that. So I'm going to hold it, and if it gets a little shaky, I apologize ahead of time. But yeah, so these are the sketches I came up with. Obviously I'll move my thing so you guys can see, because the camera can't really fit everything because this is a pretty big sketchbook. So I decided to do these thumbnails slash very rough sketches in here so I can, first off, fill up pages in this sketchbook, and second off, I need space to make these poses. So I'll just start with the left first, if I can, again. Okay, I think I actually got it to kind of stay. I'd probably jinx that, but oh well. Hello, Matt, under there. So basically I came up with these sketches. Words. Yeah, there's this one. The ones they put boxes around are ones that I was like, liking. You know, this one, look how, obviously, I made the thing pretty big. And normally my OC, not NSR version of my OC, she does have this side that's pretty big. I don't know. I like overcompensating weapon height for her short height, because she's pretty short. Obviously I want to do full body, but I kind of liked this little this smug look. I don't know why I like that. This side, I like this one, but I don't know. So then, obviously this one I lined in pen I liked the most. And you probably can't see here, but I basically wrote, Welcome to Vinyl City, which is the main setting of the game. I scrapped this later just because I just didn't like how the way the words looked in the piece. I tried also doing like words for some of the other prompts, but then it's like, nope. No, I don't know, it just didn't look right, so I kind of want to implement words into some of the pieces for some of the characters. As I'm recording this, which is the 8th, yesterday's prompt involved a character, and I kind of want to put words in for that, and I just want to figure a way to implement it, so hopefully. But for now, yeah, so basically this is the pose I chose for the final illustration, and now I will be basically explaining my process of how I finished Can you tell this isn't scripted? Because it ain't. But, yeah, I'll basically go through my process of each part, from the digital portion, where I fix up stuff, to coloring, the way I color the piece. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy my process. If you feel like just doing something else, like drawing in your own sketchbook, or I don't know, just muting me, muting my rambles, and just watch the process of the way I sketch it out, that's okay. You know, I don't mind. You guys do you. But I appreciate your time watching this video. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so right now I'm doing the very quick outlining. I basically just took a picture, uploaded it to my iPad, and I'm doing this all in Medibang. This is just mostly to fix proportions and stuff, make things look right. And then I basically put words, and as you can tell, I'm just trying my best. Also testing out a background, and decided to put lightning bolt in this piece. As you can tell from the left, I was inspired by this artist who did lightning bolts for their piece. So, yeah, credit where credit is due, that was where the lightning bolts came from. Yeah, next then basically what I did was I printed out the picture I did, that quick, sketch or trace over that I did digitally onto printer paper, and I basically printed it out, and I used my homemade light box to trace it onto this piece of paper. This paper is the Canson mixed media paper. I'd say it's pretty good for this. And then, of course, I take my Sakura Microns, which I use the most, and I outline the piece. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And of course, sometimes if I lighten my lines with the kneaded eraser too much, I go back in with the pencil and I, sketch those lines back in so I can see where stuff goes, because, yeah, I don't want to make a mistake, or I don't want to freehand it without knowing where I'm going. Also, for, like, the thing on the headphone, the big black circle, I take the Micron brush pen to kind of fill that in. I don't know, just to make things go quicker. And obviously, I use a ruler to make sure that line is straight. Circles, I kind of freehanded it. It looks a little wonky. Obviously, it's not a perfect circle. Yeah, and so filling in those keys with the brush pen again. And I get to the part where I kind of struggled a little bit. Well, actually, I didn't really... I mean, the legs. I'm not too good with legs. I feel like they might be a little too long. Moving on. Lightning bolts. Obviously, I want to color them. We got pink, so I used a pink color and a light blue for this. So I used my Poscas, specifically the set of 8. And I found these at Michael's, and thank God I got them when I did, because I kept going back to Michael's, and they didn't have them there anymore. They had the individual markers, but I am not paying who knows how much for 8 individual markers. I had to say these Poscas are really nice to use. The only issue is, on this paper, they kind of chew it up a bit, so as you can probably see, and I take some parchment paper and kind of scrape them off. Yeah. Finally, to the coloring part. I use Prismacolors mostly for this, and right now I'll basically be explaining my coloring process. process. But yeah, so I started with the base color. I color in pretty light, so that means I can blend these colors easily. Granted, I don't think the peach and the skin tone color blend the best, just because one's pretty dark and one's very light. But yeah, basically I do that. I go in and then I go in with the base cream color. Then I go over the cream with the peach color, and then eventually I kind of press hard with the cream into the peach, and then I kind of go back and forth between the peach and the cream. And then I even go with like a white to lighten up like certain areas. Specifically, obviously, like the edges of the skin is what I use the white for. And as you can probably tell also by the process of me coloring these headphones, that my pink base color, then I used process red as the darker color, and then I used white just to kind of color the outer edge, or I guess light would be shining. Yeah, good grammar, or good words. And then obviously I go in with green. I tried to do like a little lighter color for the outer. It's kind of hard to see. And then I tried, sometimes use the white to kind of blend out the color a bit, so then I can just easily go back in with the base color to color it in. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. But I'm sure the video is the process of me doing this is kind of hopefully explaining itself. But yeah, so that's basically my whole process of how I color, if I made any sense. And I basically started from the top down. Obviously, if you can tell, I didn't really color in the eyes yet. Sometimes I kind of just save certain areas for last, because, I don't know, I get like, not nervous, but it's just like, maybe, I'm not sure what to do for that part, which is fine. Well, I guess enough of that for now. This is mostly just going to be me coloring this whole thing. And so I'll basically talk about, I guess, the game itself. So I'll basically I'll just say the summary of this game. Basically, this all takes place in a city that's powered by music. It provides the electricity for the city. And EDM, electronic dance music, if you didn't know what EDM stood for, basically is the most popular type of music in the city. And the two main characters, Mayday and Zook, are an indie rock duo, and they basically performed rock at an audition, but they didn't pass, even though their performance basically provided power. Like, they basically passed, but they weren't what's the part? They were pretty much gypped from winning the audition, because of the main villain is not a fan of rock. So basically the whole game is about bringing rock back to Vinyl City. And yeah, so basically through the power of rock, Mayday and Zook tried to overthrow the other EDM artists and then face off against the final boss in order to bring, I guess, music equality back to the city. I guess pretty straightforward plot, This isn't like a JRPG plot or something like that. But this game, I want to say this game first piqued my interest back in late May, early June, I want to say, when I heard, I'll say the character specifically, and I'll show the character on screen. Sayu. Sayu was the character, the song, which is called Versus Sayu. That song basically inspired me to look into this game, because that song is catchy as heck, and I love it. Yeah, so basically, and then eventually I saw trailers for the game, I saw the boss fight, I saw, like, the cutscenes of this game, and it was just like, oh, I love this game, and I really want to play it. Hoping to get it on the Switch. I know it's digital, and I could just get it digitally, but I like my physical releases. But nowhere right now has a physical release, which sucks unless I want to drive all the way to Brooklyn, which I am nowhere near. But yeah, there's that. So I'm hoping to obviously get it off like a website like Amazon or something. But yeah, obviously I'm hoping maybe I can get that game for my birthday, because right now if I get that game I'll be too distracted to do any of this because, you know, school work. I want to do like obviously more videos. Speaking of videos, sorry I'm saying I'm a lot, but my plan was to kind of do videos for each prompt, but sadly I don't think that's gonna happen. There'll probably be one more speed paint because I recorded the second prompt, which is favorite character from the game. I won't spoil who it is. But yeah, first off, it just takes up too much data because I'm basically editing this in iMovie, and my poor iPad, I didn't realize how many gigabits it would take up, but yeah, I have only 64 gigabits on this iPad, so I gotta find ways to, you know, I get another, like an external hard drive or something to store stuff, which would be great. But yeah. So that's probably why I won't be doing all videos on all the prompts. But what I will be doing, hopefully, by the I'll probably say like into November, is when I complete all the prompts, I want to do a showcase of all of the drawings and basically explained. It was a burp that got stuck. But I'll basically explain my process, what I was thinking for each prompt, why I chose the characters I chose, which are my favorite and least favorite, because boy, so I basically finished, I'll just say I finished prompts, 1 through 5 I finished, and I won't spoil which one, but there's one of them in there that is probably my least favorite so far. So yeah, there's that. I hope you guys are interested in that, because I definitely like to show off the pieces and say maybe what I could improve on and just show the art in general. Because yeah, this game is very inspirational to me. I know it's like I feel like like while I'm a fan of a lot of games, I don't really draw fan art for a lot of games, because I don't know, like I have my comfort zones, and then it's just I don't, because I'm worried I'm gonna like mess up a character. Like I love Pokemon, but I rarely draw Pokemon or Pokemon characters themselves, which is a shame. I mean, I've drawn some Pokemon in the big sketchbook I've shown that had all the rough sketches, but other than that, yeah, I don't really draw. I stick to, I feel like, 3 fandoms. If you guys follow me on Instagram, or if you've seen my Pride videos, the characters from those series are the ones I draw the most. So yeah, I feel like I should spread my horizons, because it's just, I feel like it's not good to stay in like one place for so long. I mean, if you guys feel comfortable with that, that's a-okay. And you probably I'm looking at this one where I just call the eyes, and you can barely see what I was trying to color in. Now, if you can tell from this, compared to the digital, I chose black instead of that cross between blue and pink. And I had people on my Instagram vote for this, and I have to say the black looks just great on this, with especially when it makes the lightning bolts pop. So yeah, it was pretty close, but in the end, I used the black Ohuhu to basically outline this whole thing, which, I don't know, putting all this black down was pretty relaxing. But if you guys would like to have any input on any art pieces I do, if I ever have people vote for it, shameless plug, I'll put my Instagram link in the description. That is where I upload all my final pieces and stuff, and where you guys can vote if I ever put up a poll. So yeah, I appreciate your support for just hearing me ramble about No Straight Roads and just my process of making this piece. I was very happy, and I feel like it was a very strong start to Rocktober. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm basically just outlining the character, just to make her, I guess, stand out. That's why with the Ohuhu, I didn't really, like... I try not to put the black too close to the character so I can fill it in with white. So yeah, that's pretty much it. At the end of this video, of course, I'll be showing, I guess, some pictures of the piece from different angles and the supplies I used, so you guys can get a good idea. I'm doing that with all the other prompts, showing off the supplies, listing them in the description, so that people can get an idea of what I used. Also on Instagram, I'll basically explaining how I feel about the piece, obviously what I like and don't like about it. So yeah, I'm getting close to the end. Oh, and then I quickly go with this Posca to add a pop of white to the lightning bolts, which I had to say really made them stick out, which I was very happy with. So yeah. Well, I've been talking for a long time. My mouth is pretty dry. But anyway, thank you all very much for sticking with my rambles or just watching the process overall while I was muted. I already forgot what I was saying. I was saying thank you for sticking around and sitting through this whole video of me just rambling about No Straight Roads and explaining my process. Hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, or night. Take care. And, of course, if you guys like to see more of this stuff, please let me know. Again, I will be having the second prompt up because I have that already filmed. Sadly, probably not the other prompts unless I finish up prompt 2's video and, you know, obviously upload to YouTube, but then delete the clips so I can save up space on my iPad. Yeah. Thank you Thank you so much for watching, and take care, everyone. Bye.